Hello everyone and welcome back to another Godzilla Battleline video, and today I wanted to take a look at Godzilla Ultima because he did receive a buff this update. He got a increase to his attack. Now there are plenty of other monsters that got buffs this season. Kaiser Ghidorah got a buff, Rainbow Mothra got a buff, and Fire Dan got a buff. And a lot of these buffs are a little bit more wordier than increased attack. However, I think this one makes the biggest impact. Okay, my Godzilla Ultima is level 30. He's extremely long range. Okay, he's hitting for 1100 damage every 3.3 seconds. Now, for those of you who've been on the channel for a long time, you know I'm probably the biggest Ultima meat rider this community's got. I've been a huge fan of Godzilla Ultima since day one. I bought the Figure Arts or the SH Monster Arts Ultima because of this game. It was the first Figure Arts that I ever bought. Or Monster Arts, I guess. And I love it. I love Godzilla Ultima. I love pairing him with the Chibi Duo. This is the deck that I'm using because he's not my leader. I'm replacing him with Mecha Godzilla or Super Mecha Godzilla. Same leader attack range. I think overall Mecha Godzilla is better than Ultima as a leader. But because I'm not using the super long range leader, or I'm not using Ultima as my long range leader, I needed to get a long-range leader that is super long-range, is 100 range, to compensate for it, because I like having that distance between me and the enemy as a leader and as a unit. I prefer a longer-range style of gameplay. Recently, the meta has been shifting to up-close and personal with things like, Gigan has been in the meta forever, Mothra's been in the meta forever, Bylines has been in the meta forever, but things like Destroya, Dab, and the Chibis, and -1, you're getting a little bit closer into the fray. But I really am liking Ultima this season a lot more than I've liked him in the past. I still have my issues with him, but I'm going to make this video just playing some battles with him to show you that he's a fucking beast. And I get it that mine is, maybe a higher level than a lot of other people's, but he's probably in my top 3 Godzilla designs, so I invested pretty heavily in him since the day that he was available in the game, which is the literal day one that the game was out, and I think it's paid off. So I hope you enjoy some of my battles, and I'll see you, I guess, in, I don't know, whenever this cuts into the next battle. Okay, we got SKG Animation YouTube. Shout out SKG. I know you. Let's be friends. Alright. Mothra down. Biolante's down. Right? We got the Chibis waiting in the wings. No Ultima in sight yet. But we'll evolve them. Could probably place the -1 here and blow up that Mothra. I bet. Let's just see. Let's just see how things shake out. You know what? I will just go ahead and put -1 there, because he's not going to know where -1's going to go. There's a GMK right there. That's alright. That's alright, because we got ours. I know the Mothra's gone. Oh, I fucked that one up big time. But there's Shinden. Not super worried about Shinden, but here's what we'll do. We'll do Chibis. We're going to do Terrestrius, and we're going to do Biolante to fight this GMK right here. So watch. There's a Gigan. So watch. Now we will Biolante. -1 is going to pop out. Yep, there's that. So we get the long range on the Gigan. The Biolante is going to take down Gigan and GMK, probably. And then we got Mogera fighting Biolante. Going to fight the Chibis. And it's going to buy us enough time to evolve. Look at this. So Mogera is going down right here. We're going to get Ultima. We have all our energy back. We'll put Ultima right here to stall out on this building. There's Biolante with the damage boost, I will add, with the damage boost. So what we will do is we will Mothra, and then we're going to Mogera the Ultima as well. Ultima will benefit from the Mogera debuff, and they're both long range, so you can fight at a distance, which I like. Biolante didn't even get any work done. So Ultima's going to pick off this Gigan right here. Look at this. Done. He's dead. Mogera has fallen down, and watch this. Boom. Mogera is going to fight this Biolante and lose. Ultima shot him down. Ultima's shooting down this GMK. This Mothra's about to pull up. Look at this. Mogera's getting the pot shots. Ultima's showing up. Boom. Dead. Chibis are back. I like to stack Ultima behind the Chibis. That's my preference. But right now, we're no Chibis in the back line. We'll do Mothra up with them in a second. Gigan is distracting Ultima, but that's fine, because we can always hit him with a little explosion right there. We'll throw Mogera up. 6 energy. Ultima is dead. That's fine, because look, we got him again. As long as we can keep guys away from Ultima, we are fine. We can just let him take pot shots, let him cook. A lot more durable than the Super X, I promise you, especially with this boost. So there's a Mothra. He's going to fight ours, but we are taking pot shots off on this GMK, and we're going to kill him before he even gets a hit off. There's the Mothra. Mothra is going to die. There's Biollante. She's not even making contact with Ultima. She's fighting Mogera, and she's dead. Now we got this lockdown right here, and we could probably just use our special to lock it down. Freeze the Gigan right there. Take a few pot shots, and it's over. Locked it down. Excellent battle, dude. Excellent battle. Shouts out. So Ultima's just sitting in the back, picking people off. I'm just throwing him in the middle of the map, and he's hitting pretty much everything. And if they're not going in the direction that Ultima is, like, or within range of him, that GMK could probably have hit him on several occasions, but because that GMK was fighting something else, it's buying Ultima time to attack, which is why I really like pairing him up with the Chibis. I think a more cost-effective thing to pair him up with, aside from the Chibis, and in this deck I have Gigan 04 specifically to stop the Godzilla 2002/2003 because they're rentable in the season that this video is being filmed. But if I didn't have that Gigan in the deck, I would probably be running the Shinden, because if I'm not worrying about the big ground attacks and the rush, I could just have the Shinden take aggro away. But the Chibis do the same thing, so they're still good. We're still kicking. Let's get to the next battle. All right, we got King Julian. It's King. It's not. I don't think it's spelled like the Madagascar lemur, but as far as I'm concerned, it's King Julian. I love Madagascar. I love Madagascar. My grandpa took me to see that movie in theaters when I was just a wee lad. And brother, we were singing "I Like to Move It" for months. It was insane. And you know what? To this day, to this very day, I like to move it. And I'll stand by that conviction to the day I die. So we got Ultima moving up with the Chibis. There's a Gigan right there. We don't have a -1 to blow this up, but I'm really hoping that we can get Ultima to evolve. He's really close. I really don't want this Destroyer to evolve. That's good. We did hit the evolve. Okay, so we are in a tough spot right now because we don't have a ton of defense to play, but we can wait for the 10 energy, and then we'll Ultima, because they're going to come in range of Gigan, or not Gigan, I'm thinking of this Gigan here. Then this Gigan will do this, and then we will eat, I think, we're just going to eat this Leo hit with the Mothra Larva, I think is what we're going to do. They'll kill him, but our leader doesn't take any damage. We're a little good. We took one hit, and then we're going to put Chibis with Ultima. See, now there is their GMK. We're getting some hits on their lead. We're going to be able to take pot shots at this GMK. I really wanted the Chibis to stay in front of Ultima, but he's just like slightly faster than them, I think. But look, so there's their -1. So now my Chibis are dead. That's fine. So he really sweat out right there to get ours, but we can Ultima. You know what? Which probably better idea to do is something like this. This -1 will blow up. Take out the GMK. Their Destroyer is about to show up, so we're gonna do Biollante and Gigan and just shut that shit down immediately, and then we'll get the Mothra to evolve, and then we're gonna worry about putting Ultima back out, because the biggest thing right now is we're chilling. We just want to stay up. We want to stay alive. There's a Gigan. It's going to fight my Gigan in a second. Hopefully, we can get enough energy for Ultima and the Chibis in a second. Yeah, we will right here. So look. Chibis are going to go here because they're going to fight this Gigan. And they're going to fight this Mothra. Well, we'll toss our Mothra into the fray. So look, Ultima just took him down by himself. You know, he wasn't targeting Ultima or nothing, but Ultima took him down. We're going to do Mogera right here. Our Chibis are gone, but there's a Destroyer. So if we can get the range on this Destroyer, I think we are okay. So there's the defense up on both the Mogera and Ultima, and this Destroyer is already at half health. Mogera is going to take it down probably right here. Nope, Ultima actually took it down. So there's those little guys, but that's all right, because if they even come through and take down Ultima, we'll just blow them up. But Ultima, I think, takes down the Gigan regardless. So that's good. So now we will drop our... We could drop our -1 there, but I honestly don't think we need to. We'll do Ultima here. We'll do Mogera here, because Mogera will be able to eat one of the hits from this Leo. With the Chibi Mechagodzilla, who can revive, so it's good if either of them take hits. Biollante's moving up. We're going to take down the GMK, but then we're also going to take down this -1 here in a second. I don't think this -1's going to be able to stop us. Ultima's just cruising through, doing his thing. We're almost at our leader ability right here. And we can freeze up that other Godzilla, and it's lights out. Excellent battle. Excellent battle, King Julian. Excellent battle. And he hit great battle back, so I love it. And I shout out to your boys at Madagascar. Send some penguins your way. I got you covered. I got you covered. I'm going to do some work for you, King Julian, I promise. Now, the Seradian Agent is back. We have fought someone with the Seradian Agent account on this channel before, or at least with the name. I hope this is the same person, but they got the Ultraman sticker, so they've at least been around for a long time, this account. I think this is the same Seradian Agent. We do not have Ultima in our lineup. We will eventually get Ultima out. I'm not really too concerned with these Gauss. Now, GMK Godzilla. Everyone today is using GMK Godzilla. There must be something in the water. I don't know what's going on. But we can do Violante. Ultima here. We're going to hold our energy because the Chibi Duo. And now Dab Destroy him. If we want to evolve into Ultima, we're going to have to hold. So watch. Chibis are grouping up. Chibis are grouping up. He's healing. Doesn't matter. Goodbye. Done. Solid explosion. Mogera with the defense boost is great. We're going to evolve Ultima right here. Boom. Hold our energy. Then we're going to deploy Ultima and the Chibis, followed by Mothra. Well, actually, probably Ultima, then Mothra, because the Shinden's coming in a little close. So we'll do Ultima here. Now, Ultima's not really great against AoE stuff. I don't have a ton of AoE in this deck, but he can hit from a long range. So, like, while I don't have AoE to deal with the Gauss really outside of, like, Mothra and, what's his name? -1. The long range, he's going to pick off a ton of those Gauss before they even get to him. And look at that. He stays outside of the taunt range of the Chibi Mecha Godzilla. So, if he locks onto the green, onto Baby Godzilla, and he hits him, he's out of range of that, of the taunt. He's gonna kill that Chibi Godzilla, and he's not gonna let him live. Which means if he kills the Mecha Godzilla next, doesn't get the revive. And here he is. Look at this. He's taking down the Chibi Mecha Godzilla. Done. Gigan up next. Now he's locked onto the enemy leader. We have 4 energy. These Gauss are gonna go after him, but look, we can hit our leader ability. We kill all the Gauss. It's over. Excellent battle. Excellent battle. Short, sweet, to the point. Ultima ran through this guy's team. Absolutely ran through them. Alright, boys, we've got Megadong. And we're on London now. The map switched. Megadong, you're a good team. Real recognizes real. He's hitting Shin Godzilla first. We're going to make a bold starting play here with Terrestris first. And then the Chibis, right like this. Bam. Mogera right after them. We're going to ensure that this Godzilla stays alive. There's a level 40 Naranga hitting the field right there. He must have invested like crazy into that Naranga, but I think we're getting Ultima out. And a level 30 Jet Jaguar, a level 40 Dorats. Let's see if we can keep it together. We don't have our Biollante up yet, which would piece up this Jet Jaguar, honestly. But we're making quick work of this Naranga, so no problem there. Shin Godzilla spawned in level 30 Space Godzilla. Let's see how we can hold up with our level 30 Ultima. Bladed Ripper. That's a big move. That's a big move. We're going to do a little bit of this action right here. He's going to move in. We're going to -1. Blow them up. We're taking leader damage, but you know what? We walked out. We walked out. We're alive. We're alive. That's what matters. We're going to throw Biollante down. And then we're going to throw Mothra Imago right over here. Now, these crystals are fucking up Ultima. So, we're going to keep that in mind. There is an AoE with the Hedera and the Jet Jaguar, so we just have to be mindful. We have to be mindful of what we're fighting, because Ultima is not going to last forever against some of them. But if we can keep them away from Ultima, we're going to be able to do some solid work. Now, we can take this Naranga down. Okay, so now we can place Biollante up in the middle. And we can do... We'll do... you know what? We're just going to hold energy. We're just going to hold energy because he's got some pretty big hitters coming up. And I think we could do a surprise attack. We'll get Ultima back pretty quickly. We have -1 in our hands, so let's just see what he's going to pull. We'll definitely play Chibis, for sure. We'll definitely play them with... What's his name? Mogera here. Look, we took down the Shin Godzilla as well. Now, they are clustered, so it's not going to be super great for Hedera, to be hitting us, but we do get the stun up on them, so Hedorah's not going to be hitting us for a super amount of damage. And then we're going to throw Ultima back up on the sidelines. We have Mothra closing in on him. We have Biollante waiting in the wings. He's got that Naranga, but that's fine, because if the Naranga's not focused on our Biollante, we're not super worried about it. Dorat spawned in. We hit our leader ability. The Dorats are dead. The Naranga is dead. The Shin Godzilla is not within range. That's wasted 7 energy. We have Mogera, Chibi Godzilla, and Ultima locked on that leader. Dead. Dead. Excellent battle. And you saw the levels that he had. 40 Dorats, 40 Naranga, several level 34 stars, and Ultima still cut through. So in case you were wondering in this video if I was just punching below my weight grade this entire video, there you go. That's a bunch of really high level units, and Ultima still held his own and still tore through that team. I mean, albeit with the help of everyone else, but when they're focused on hitting the immediate threat in front of them, the Biollante, the Chibis, the Mogera, and then Ultima is like a mile away, hitting them for 1100 damage at level 30, that's a pretty big problem you have on your hands. Pretty big problem. Alright guys, I am gonna, obviously my final thoughts are that Ultima fucking rules, but I will go through the list of the roster of the characters, and I will tell you about characters that I think will maybe spell trouble for Ultima. So first things first is Gigan 2004. He can close the gap on Ultima. He can piece up a lot of damage on him. So that is a problem. You want to keep guys away from Ultima. So Gigan, not great against, or he is great against Ultima. It's not great for Ultima. It is great against Ultima. I would even say the 2 new units, Godzilla 2002/3 and Aqua Mothra, they can get to Ultima relatively quickly. Mothra's probably not going to 1v1 Ultima. 2002 might, depending on the level. I mean, Mothra if he's super high level, but at the point at the game right now, it's probably not going to work. But they're going to close that gap. The most important thing is you close the gap on Ultima, okay? You got to get to him ASAP. A low-key hitter that a lot of people are sleeping on, well, we saw in the video earlier, where is he? Space Godzilla right here. Classic Space Godzilla with the crystals, albeit it was a leader Space Godzilla. Those crystals were causing some trouble for us, and we even had a regular Space Godzilla, I think, on the field at one point, or a Fukuoka, and that was causing trouble right here. Fukuoka Godzilla, Space Godzilla, spawns crystals constantly. If Ultima isn't locked onto something, he's going to lock onto these crystals. He's going to be able to target these crystals a mile away. So these are going to really help lock down that Ultima lot. And then, you know, the swarm units like the Dorats and the Kamacuras, I'm not really worried about, but the Gauss, once you have the maximum amount of Gauss, they can spell trouble for Ultima. Like we said in the video, though, he can hit them from farther away. So by the time they get to him, they're gonna, a lot of them are gonna take a lot of hits and be dead. But at the same time, if he's focused on the Gauss, you can, you know, have some room. You're opening up a gap for Gigan or Aqua Mothra or someone to come in and take those hits for you. Mothra 2019 is a good counter. She and Ultima will trade blows because they can reach each other, but she will slow the Ultima, and she will refund you energy on death, so it's not a total loss. He'll be focused on her and really slow. He'll even be slow after she dies for a little bit, and you get energy back, so that's a pretty good trade as well. Who else is pretty good against him? Jaguar can eat 2 hits. The Rainbow Mothra can take 2 hits, too, so... You know, Shinden especially, also very good against him. Shinden's going to be able to take 3 Ultima hits if he gets locked on, and Shinden can also take aggro. There was a few Shindens used against us on this video. However, there was other factors, like the Shinden was fighting my Ultima and my Super Mecha Godzilla leader, or the Shinden was fighting my Ultima and the Chibis. But if you can get the Ultima to focus up on that Shinden without it really being impeded by anything, Shinden's going to, you know, turn that Ultima completely around. He's going to take it down, but you're going to buy yourself a lot of time. I said the Rainbow Mothra. Rainbow Mothra hitting the swarms like Dorats, Kamacuras, or Gauss on the Rainbow Mothra. That's going to be good. You make them all invincible. It's going to take Ultima even longer to get through them. That's the best case scenario for like the Gauss. You have a Rainbow Mothra. The Jet Jaguar singular point, good counter to Ultima. He can eat 2 hits, but as you saw in this video with the other stuff in the game, he's not super great. Kiryu is alright. He can also close the gap. King Caesar and Mothra Leo can kind of do the same thing. Mogera as well, the old one, where they can close the gap and get right up in Ultima's face. Mogera, the latest Mogera, the newer one, the 1994 Mogera, will give your characters a damage boost. So, like, Mogera damage boosting the Chibis against against Ultima, that's going to be really good as well. But if Ultima is focused on the Chibi Godzilla and not Chibi Mecha Godzilla, your Chibi Godzilla's going down. You'll be stuck with Mecha Godzilla. but Ultima doesn't really care about that because he's outside of that taunt range regardless. -1 also incredible against him because it just helps you close that gap. You just boom, pop up right on Ultima, and you're gonna run through him. So it's not like Ultima is an infallible strategy, right? He can be beat, he can be countered. But if you play Ultima right, and you play him in the back line, and you kind of like are playing, you not using him as your center push, but like he is supporting your main push, you're gonna run through some pretty powerful opponents. And I think I showed you, I was doing that in this video. So that's what I got for you guys. I don't know why this deck is named GMK. I haven't had GMK in this deck in like months, but that's what I got for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.